Dear honorable guests, AUC Board of Trustees, Ambassador Ricardoni, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure indeed that I join you and address you today. I'm grateful that my presence in New York for a UN function gave me this opportunity to attend such a special event in such a majestic place to celebrate an occasion that is indeed historic. 100 years of achievements is definitely a reason to celebrate. 100 years of contributing to the advancement of Egypt by graduating enlightened human beings is a reason to be proud. I did not graduate from AUC, but I spent my first 2 years of college at AUC, where I made many friends and learned from great faculty. So I can still claim I am an AUCian, as I have many fond memories with many AUCians with whom I shared experiences and values and developed lifelong friendships. 2 of my sons have graduated from AUC and have been equipped with an education that has allowed them to join the best universities abroad for graduate studies and to later access the job market easily. For that, I'm very grateful to AUC. In 100 years, some institutions grow and mature, while some other institutions fade and lose direction and relevance. 100 years ago, AUC has been received warmly by Egyptians and has grown steadily to become the most important international university in Egypt and among the most important in the region, with 38,000 alumni from 125 countries around the world. AUC has built a strong legacy and is getting into its second centennial proudly with a modern new campus, 30 times bigger than the old one we were in, a beautiful landscape, and state-of-the-art facilities serving 5,500 students and more than 1,500 faculty and staff. A campus that is technologically advanced and environmentally sensitive. But it's never about the buildings. It's always about the people, their vision, their spirit, their passion, and their values. And this is and has been the real wealth and strength of AUC. AUC is also a symbol of the friendship and strategic relationship between Egypt and the United States. It has been a great 100 years for AUC. But what is 100 years in a country like Egypt? What is 100 years in a country with 5,000 years of civilization? And the temple we are now in is but a testament to this great civilization. So while AUC should honor and celebrate its accomplishments, it should consider the first centennial as just a foundation, a solid base to move forward and upward in the next 100 years. It is great to mark the occasion with a year-long of celebrations, but at the same time engage in a serious dialogue about the problems of the present and set the vision for the future. Renewing the commitment to provide Egyptians with the most powerful weapon, which is good education. Investing in youth and preparing Egyptians for a better tomorrow. Because as Kofi Annan said, knowledge is power, information is liberating, education is the premise of progress in every society. Among the subjects to explore is the tuition and fees. The cost has become too high for many families, and young people are giving up their dream of joining AUC. How can we address that? And while I recognize the expansion in scholarships, we need to do more and open more doors and opportunities and create a stream of funding, a sustainable funding in support of AUC. The challenges facing Egypt and the region, socially, economically, and politically, have become too complex. How can AUC and AUCians contribute to the development agenda and the achievement of the SDGs and the 2030 agenda? I urge you, esteemed trustees and friends of AUC, to push for a bigger investment in research in topics pertinent to Egypt's growth and development. We need a greater involvement of the students in community development projects as part of their education for better knowing their country so that we have graduates who are equipped with a global education but very much anchored in their society, proud of their history and identity while very much aware of the world perspective. I urge you, friends of AUC, to engage in a deeper dialogue with other universities. AUC needs to have a dialogue with the private sector, the civil society at large, to address and contribute to the development discourse and to help us find innovative solutions and valid answers to complex questions. Do lead an intense and critical dialogue to address socio-economic issues of Egypt. Egypt, with a population of 100 million, needs 100 AUC. Help us in attracting more international universities, collaborate and help upgrade existing public and private universities and research centers with more joint research projects and a greater exchange of experience. In brief, send your light all over Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to salute and remember with gratitude those whose vision and commitment created this university, those who worked hard and are behind the legacy of AUC. As the creation of a university requires people with vision and passion, I salute the hundreds of dedicated men and women who developed the academic programs, shaped the curriculum, and created the research opportunities for the students. I salute the founding board of trustees and the current one who enthusiastically carry the torch handed to them. Thank you for leading AUC into its second century for the benefit of future generations of young Egyptians. Thank you for empowering young Egyptians and preparing them for life, as it is the investment with the highest return ever. Actually, education is not just a preparation for life. Education is life itself. Happy Centennial and good luck, AUC.